First, I want to say, Stephen Kendrick, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, Cogee. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm on fire today. I'm feeling good today. Y'all put that feeling in me over the weekend, man.
Man, I'm so glad you got to see Courageous.
Hey, I couldn't go see it and do an interview with you guys. I had to go see it because, number one, y'all already had me with Fireproof. I really like that, man. I like the message in it, man, that y'all didn't let him give up. He kept praying. He kept holding on, and that's what it was. You know, that's what it's about. See, like I told people about this show I'm having today, at the end of everything, it still comes down to love. No matter what, it comes down to love. Am I right or wrong?
You're absolutely right. That's what Jesus boiled it all down to.
Definitely right on that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the rest of the team in. We're going to bring in Mr. TC. How you doing, TC?
I'm doing good, Cogee. How you doing, fellas? Alex, Steven, guys, Ken, what's going on?
We grab bring Ken in. Mr. Ken, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on, TC? Steven, how y'all doing?
Doing great, bro.
There it is. Hey, check us out, everybody. Now, you see, this is how Cogee do it. We got the whole team in here making it. I mean, we doing it big for y'all today because, like I said, call in number 731-1230. Call in and let these guys know how y'all like the movie, what y'all thought about the movie. And if y'all ain't seen the movie yet, that y'all are going to see the movie. We want to support them. And I just heard from my man TC that the movie is #1 at the movies right now. Congratulations, guys.
Man, we're so
God bless
excited.
you. Thank you, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's #1 on Fandango, and it's the #1 new movie that just came out. And we had the #1 highest per screen average, too, of all the movies that are out. So we're very excited that the response has been so strong.
Man, y'all, hey, let me tell you something. Steven, you and your brothers, y'all definitely had a vision, man, and y'all definitely carried it out. What made y'all stick to the vision even when when y'all came to sometime, I'm sure something happened where y'all double thought the situation. What made you hang on?
Well, we felt like we spent about 6 months to a year praying before we even started writing the script because we wanted to make sure that it wasn't just a good idea that we came up with, but it was a God idea that he was inspiring. And God just clearly led us in the direction of focusing in on fatherhood. He confirmed it with the statistics, with the scriptures. The Bible says God wants to turn the hearts of fathers back to their children. It says the glory of children are their fathers. And when we look at the statistics, if a kid doesn't have a relationship with his dad, he's 20 times more likely to end up in prison. He's more likely to struggle educationally and with his future. So we're trying to reconnect dads with their kids because it not only changes their lives, but it changes future generations as well.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that. So what kind of response have you been getting to that situation from the men?
Man, the men who've been going to see the movie are totally blown out of the water because they're not ready for the roller coaster of emotion they're about to go on.
Right.
Because as soon as Courageous starts, my two brothers, Ken Bevel and TC Stallings, have that action sequence that they do, and it throws you right into the action of the movie, but it also throws you into what a role of a man is, for him to lay down his life for the sake of his family.
Right, and then, see, we don't want to tell them too much, you know what I'm saying, because even though it's #1 right now, I want people to, I'm telling you, I want you to, I'm going to say it again, I want you to support this movie. Please don't bootleg the people's movie. Come on, don't bootleg it. Just go show support, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. I say it about everybody with books and everything. Anybody come on my show, let's not bootleg them. Give them a break. Let's do it the right way and go support something great that somebody put their time, love, and money into to help try to change the world. And you know what, Stephen, y'all done a very great job. Now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into TC and Ken. That first scene, we ain't got to tell too much, but it happens every day in this world that people slip up, you know what I'm saying, and boom, something happens. I want both of y'all to tell me, how can men be more responsible for our kids and for our families every day? And we're going to start out with Ken.
Yep, Cogee, I think you're hitting it head on, brother. Every day, that scene, when you see that father, fighting for the life of his children, that is doubled over into what we're facing every day. You see guys out here, they're trying to hustle, trying to do their thing. They're trying to do whatever to save their family. But we're trying to tell them or communicate them through this message of Courageous that you don't have to do it that way.
Right.
#1, Jesus Christ died for us all. And when he died for us all, that means that he would provide for us in whatever situation that we're in. So, man, you don't have to get out there and do whatever you're doing or hustle in the street, man. When it comes up to the time where you're fighting for your family and struggling for your family, God will provide a way out, and He'll give you an opportunity or a way of escape to save your family.
Right. Okay. Let me stay with you for 1 minute, Ken. Then I'm gonna move on to TC real
Okay.
quick because I got something heavy for
Okay.
TC also. Ken, even though we say that kids should stop hustling, they should stop doing this, they should stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done. What kind of outlet?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all of y'all can chime in on this. What do you think is a
Yep.
great way for them to start transitioning?
Cogee, I'll tell you, just from example, man, I came from a background where I used to be out there hustling and fighting and stuff all the time. And the number one reason why that happened is because I did not have a man to pour into me consistently, to affirm me, to tell me he loved me, to tell me that I was something in his eyes. And that's the reason why I turned to the streets, because I never had that man affirming me and confirming me.
Right.
But after some time, when I gave my life to the Lord, He started putting strong men in my life that helped me and supported me and poured into me and told me about God and told me how to be a man, told me how to be a husband. And that's where the guys are going to find that critical link. Number one, they have to give their life to Christ. There is no way that you can do it outside of Him. Number two, after you do that, you need to link up with a strong man that's going to hold you accountable in whatever you do.
Right.
And that will help get you into the direction that you need to go so you can get off the street and stop hustling, because that ain't going to be it. You and I both know. We know plenty of guys that are in jail right now who've been trying to do that, and the end was not well for them.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I'm telling you from the perspective of somebody who's been there and done that. Man, give your life to the Lord, and number two, find you some guys that you can link up with that's going to pour into your life.
Hey, great information. All right, so we're going to go to my man, TC Stallings. TC, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
You grew up Cleveland, Ohio, right?
Yep.
All the odds against you, right?
Right.
What made you hold on? What made you look for the goal line in life?
Well, it's when we look at the scene that we were just talking about with Ken and myself, and every time I look at that scene, the first thing I think about is, what if instead of my father, a father being there, that it was the mother. I don't know about most people, but my mother ain't going diving in no truck. She just, they're not built that way to do those types of things.
Right.
And so, I could just imagine my mother at the gas station, and that's me in the back. I'm kidnapped. I'm gone. A father is meant to protect his children,
Right.
and that's his job. And every time I see that, for me, I grew up for the better part of my childhood without my father. And, but I liken the choices that I made was due to the fact that God had an ultimate plan for me to get me where I am now. But even though with me being an athlete, you mentioned the goal line. Well, when we playing football against another team, when I was playing professionally, we would scout the other team. We would look at a game that they played against another team. And let's just say the team we're getting ready to play just beat the brakes off that team, blew them out 60-0.
Right.
Well, we're going to look at all the stuff that made that one team play poorly and just not do it. And so for me, I was the youngest of six, and I just watched my brothers and sisters, and blessings to God that they're better now. But back then, they wasn't doing very well. So I watched my brothers go to jail. I watched my sister struggle in life, and I just said, that's just not what I want to do. So I saw everything I didn't want to be, and that kind of helped get me on the road to what I did want to be.